Let's do a self-exploration meditation on the entanglement with the 5 aggregates. The Buddha teaches that one who gets entangled is bound, and the one who does not get entangled is free. Let's dive deeper and understand how the entanglement with the 5 aggregates brings bondage. Attempt to see in your own direct seeing how consciousness takes support. When it leans on form, the body becomes I. Observe that happening right now. If there is a sense of I am the meditator that is sitting down and meditating, then consciousness has already leaned on the form called the body. And the body has become I. Their contact leans on feeling, either pleasure or pain, become personal. Feeling evokes perception, labeling, naming, interpretation. That is perception. The perception begins to shape a world that was not there a minute ago. This is all born of a simple will or volition. Because of leaning on volitional formations, reactions, intentions gather force. These 5 aggregates of consciousness, form, feeling, perception, and volitional formations together comprise the 5 aggregates. These are the 5 aggregates of clinging that lead to entanglement. Entanglement brings bondage, inevitably. The aggregates do not bind by themselves. Bondage lies in consciousness settling there, taking delight, and drawing the story of continuity from the clinging to the aggregates. Buddha says, do not believe blindly. Inquire, investigate. Arouse the enlightenment factor of discernment through mindfulness. Ask yourself the question, what am I clinging to now? What am I leaning on right now? Am I leaning on the form of the body or the subtle form of the mind? Am I leaning on feeling? Am I leaning on perception, which is basically labeling, naming, and interpretation? Is there a currently hidden subconscious will that I am leaning on? Or is there a hidden volitional tendency that I am leaning on? This is the investigation or inquiry that is required to unearth the hidden clinging behind the 5 aggregates. Inquire in silence. Is there leaning happening on the sense of being the knower? Then the delight in knowing is the bondage. Form is not the bondage. Feeling is not the bondage. Perception is not the bondage. Volitional formations are not the bondage. Consciousness is not the bondage. The delight is the bondage. The craving for the delight is the bondage. The aversion to the delight is the bondage. Seeking is the bondage. Because of craving, there is clinging. Because of clinging, there is becoming. The moment consciousness takes support, becoming begins. The moment becoming begins, the false I story, mine story begins. The story is suffering. Only the absence of the story begets peace. The wise one does not rest on form. He does not settle on feeling. He does not become one with the conclusions of perception. He does not become a servant to the volitional formations or will. He does not turn consciousness into the idea of an individual self. Be wise. Dissolve all volition. Simply be. Do not become. Agree to remain without support, without leaning, without becoming. Release the craving for form. Let go of the clinging to feeling. Renounce the attachment to perception. Relinquish the grip of volition or will. Let becoming lose all its fuel. Don't even crave to be the consciousness. When the craving for consciousness falls away, the last support is cut. Then consciousness is unestablished. When consciousness is unestablished, it does not proliferate. What does not proliferate does not generate becoming. What does not generate becoming is free. Then there is steadiness. Then there is contentment. Then there is no agitation. That is liberation. Liberation does not mean destroying the aggregates. Liberation means not taking support from them, not leaning on them, not clinging to what is. Not allowing constant fueling of aggregates is liberation. Not constantly fueling the fire is liberation. In every moment, look quietly. Where is consciousness landing now? What is it feeding on now? What is it using to continue the fiction of me, myself, I? See the truth then and there. Do not participate. Abide as that which does not lean, which does not cling, which does not need support, that which does not become. Then the movement of false birth comes to an end. Refuse to become. Refuse to cling. Refuse to lean. Once you are disentangled from the five aggregates, what had to be done has been done. What had to be done has been done. What had to be done has been done.